Click the Insert, Project, New Layout drop-down and select the ANSI Landscape Letter 8.5 by 11 template, first icon on the second row. A layout view opens. In Contents, change the layout name to Hazards Layout. In a layout view, the Contents pane has different panel icons. Hover over each icon to view its title, but stay in the first icon, List by Drawing Order. Examine the Insert ribbon. In a layout view, additional button groups are available, such as Map Frames, Map Surrounds, and Graphics. Click the Layout ribbon and examine its groups and commands. In the Layout Show group, the boxes for rulers and guides should be checked. No guides will be visible yet because they must be created first. On the top horizontal ruler, position the cursor at about 0.75 inches. Right-click and choose Add Guide. Right-click the blue guideline on the map and choose Remove Guide. Right-click on the top ruler at 0.75 inches again and choose Add Guides. For orientation, choose both. For placement, choose Offset from Edge. Edit the margin value if necessary to read exactly 0.75 inches. Click OK. In the Insert Map Frames group, click the drop-down on the Map Frame button and choose the second hazards map. The default choice opens with the default map extent. The second button uses the current map extent. A map frame appears in Contents. Rename it Hazards Map Frame. In the Layout view, click the resizing handle on the upper left corner and align it with the margin guide. Notice that the handle snaps to the guide when it gets close. Click the handle in the lower right corner and align it with the margin guide. In Contents, right-click the Hazards Map Frame and choose Properties. The Format Map Frame pane for the Hazards Map Frame appears. The drop-down, currently labeled Map Frame, controls which item is being modified. Use the drop-down to click and examine each choice, then set it back to Map Frame. Examine the panel icons and set it to the Placement panel. Verify that the X and Y positions are set to 0.75 inch. Set the frame size to 6 inches wide and 7 inches high. Clicking Tab after each change to set it and see the result. Open the Layout ribbon and examine the Navigate group. The icons appear different because they affect the layout page rather than the map. Click the Navigate tool and try to zoom and pan the map. In a layout view, the navigation tools affect the entire layout page. To change the extent of the map inside the frame must first be activated. In Contents, right-click the Hazards Map Frame and choose Activate. Notice the addition of the Activated Map Frame ribbon. Click the Map ribbon and use the Explore tool or the Navigation tools to enlarge the hazards map so that Washington and Oregon are centered in the frame and fill the space. Recall that a right-click drag provides a continuous zoom function. When satisfied, choose Activated Map Frame, Layout, Map, Close Activation. Switch to the Hazards Map view. Zoom way out of the map. Click the Hazards Layout View tab to switch back to Layout View. The map extent set in the previous step has not changed. However, the content of the map frame is not independent of the map. Switch to the Hazards Map view and turn off the Volcanoes layer. Switch back to Hazards Layout view. The volcanoes are no longer visible. In Contents, expand the Hazards Map frame entry below the Hazards Layout name, if necessary. The Hazards Map and its layers appear. Turn the volcanoes back on. In the Contents pane, click the Hazards Layout entry. Click the Layout ribbon to see its contents. Click the Hazards Map frame entry. A Map Frame Format ribbon appears, as well as a Format Map Frame pane. Click the ribbon and examine its contents. Click to highlight the Volcanoes feature layer. Examine the familiar feature layer ribbon set when it appears. In Contents, right-click the Hazards Map frame and choose Properties. In the Format Map Frame pane, click the Display Options icon. Under the Constraint heading, change the drop-box choice to Fixed Extent. In Contents, click the Hazards Layout entry to highlight it. Click the Insert Map Frames Map Frame drop-down and select the second, not default, USA map. In Contents, rename the new map frame USA Map Frame. Click and drag the new map frame to the right corner of the layout, snapping to the right and bottom margin guides. On the top ruler, right-click at about 7 inches and choose Add Guides. Choose a vertical guide in a single location at exactly 7 inches. Click OK. Use the resizing handles to snap the left side of the USA map frame to the new guide. In Contents, right-click the USA map frame entry and choose Activate. Use the Map Navigate group buttons to center the lower 48 states in the map frame, making the map as large as possible. Now the frame is too tall, though. Choose the Map Frame Format ribbon. In the Size and Position group, set the height to 2.0. And click the Tab key to enter the value. Click the Map Navigate Explore button and make final adjustments to the position of the map within the frame. Click the Activated Map Frame Layout Map Close Activation button. In Contents, right-click the USA Map Frame entry and choose Properties. In the Format Map Frame pane, click the Display Options panel icon and set the constraint to Fixed Extent. In Contents, expand the USA map frame to show the USA map if necessary, and click to select it. Click the Insert Map Frames Extent Indicator drop-down and select the Hazards Map Frame. The Format Extent Indicator pane opens, and an Extent of Hazards Map Frame item appears in the Contents pane, currently selected. In the Format Extent Indicator pane, click the symbol representation and then switch from the gallery to the Properties heading. Change the outline color to dark orange and the outline width to 3 point. Click Apply.